So, where do I even begin with this? Okay, so to start, I wanted to make a video about all of this bullshit with Quantum TV and the copyright claims and stuff that he's been doing lately against YouTubers like Mischief and the Act Man, just because it's been blowing up so much. Like, come on. Okay, for context, I'll get more into it in a clip I want to present in a little bit. But in short, for those of you who don't know, Quantum TV is apparently a YouTuber that within the last couple of weeks made a hot take on the game Elden Ring, saying that the game was trash. I haven't played Elden Ring, I haven't picked it up, I don't care for it. I know it's part of the whole like Souls series of games from Software, so it's, it's supposed to be hard. And from what I understand, the opinion from Quantum is that the game is too hard and needs to be given an easy mode. People, including but not limited to Actman and Mischief, told him, hey, Quantum, that is a stupid idea. You need to basically just get good at the game. Which, I mean, the get good argument to me is always kind of a stupid argument, but, to each their own with, the different games. I myself tried to play Bloodborne. Yeah, Bloodborne a few years ago. I didn't like it. So, in my opinion, I don't think Bloodborne was a good game, but then again, me not liking the game, me not liking Bloodborne, doesn't make it a bad game at the end of the day. It just means I didn't like the way that it played. I mean, I'm a first-person shooter. I play games like Minecraft as well. I play, of course, Genshin Impact, GTA. I'm not the type of person that plays the type of game that the Souls games are. I'm not for that. So, if I don't put the time in, of course I'm not going to get it. But the point is, Quantum TV didn't like the game Elden Ring, so he did a hot take on it, and he got called out for it. He started striking people with copyright claims, and then after about 2 weeks, till what, now, everything has just been getting blown out of the water with him striking people with copyrights, and him trying to take down the YouTuber Mischief, who apparently before all this was only about 3,000 to 5,000 subs, and because of Quantum, the most recent I've heard of, in just 2 weeks, Mischief has grown over 100,000 subs. So, Mischief, if by chance you happen to see or hear this video and watch it, congratulations, man. I wish I could grow that big that quick. I'm sitting here a freaking nobody. I've been here for years myself. But besides the point. So, to give a little more context on the story, I'm going to go ahead and switch over to a previous, I'll say a previous video. I have, like, recording footage. This happened before what you're seeing in the current gameplay. I was asking my friend about it. So you'll get more context on the situation from that, and I'll maybe touch up on copyright a little bit more and how the system works more in that clip. I forget exactly what was said. You'll see. And then after that, I'll talk more about more recent things that I've heard about in the last couple of days since this clip I'm going to play you. Because again, I've learned more things that have happened since then per this recording. You'll see what I mean. I will be back present day in a moment.
You're still on PSN chat, or are you on your phone again?
On PSN.
Okay. Let me ask you a question then. And this is actually something related to a video I do have in mind.
Yeah.
How do I put this? That's the thing. How do I put this? Go ahead and join, by the way, when you're ready.
Coming.
So, you know how most of my YouTube content goes, right? I just take a song that I like, slap some clips together and call it a day, right?
Yeah.
And you know how some of those songs are like officially released songs by like professional bands and shit, like multi-billion-dollar company owned type shit, and other stuff is just random YouTubers. Although big YouTubers, they're still random YouTubers at the end of the day, right?
Uh-huh.
Let me ask you this then. Do you think it's fair that even though I'm not asking the companies that would own the more professional musicians' songs, say for example, and again, just as an example, because I've actually had this happen before, say for example, Avenged Sevenfold. I used one of their songs a couple years ago in a montage for Black Ops 4. And that montage was originally taken down. But eventually it came back up, and I can see the montage in my list again. Obviously, it's still copyright claimed, which is fine. I don't own the song or anything. But do you think it's fair that even though everyone knows who the hell Avenged Sevenfold is, that, you know, I would still have my video taken down? Meanwhile, we have people who are, in a way, doing the same thing by making Lord knows whatever other kind of music videos with that song in mind. That's over 10 years old by now, probably almost 15 at this point. Do you think it's fair for them to not get struck with a copyright claim or anything and have their videos taken down, but I can just because I didn't ask? Do you think it's fair?
That is a good question. Part of me says yes, but part of me says no, just because of when they posted it and the rules at the time. And if they were to take it down, and then also have, I wouldn't say have money taken away from the video, because depending on, you know, who posts it, of course.
I don't make money as is, so that money right now is kind of a moot point for me. It's just more about the copyright claim.
Yeah, if it was a video that made money, then I think it would be no.
Yeah, I shouldn't be making money from that. That's fine. But my question is, do you think it's fair for me to be getting, like, in more trouble and have people, like, come at my channel just because I do content the way I do? Meanwhile, there are technically people that do the same with all kinds of other songs and stuff and not get claimed all the time just because they're a bigger YouTuber, just as an example. Like,
yeah, that's
like,
not fair.
here's an example. Here's an example. Let's say, so years ago, back in Infinite Warfare's heyday, when it was the newest COD and Black Ops 3 and 4 were the newest Treyarch ones and all that, for Infinite Warfare, Exclusive Ace, who is, as we both know, a big COD YouTuber, he used a song by a very big musician on YouTube named Temanite. The song was Beast Mode. And it's one of those songs of, even if you don't know it off the top of your head, or you don't realize it, you still know what song it is, just because it has one of those beats. It was one of those songs. And, yeah, in the real world situation, for those videos he posted during that time using that song, he would just use like 10 to 20 seconds of Beast Mode. But at the same time, let's just say hypothetically, he was to go around and do a music video one day where he just took a bunch of clips where he had like awesome plays and whatnot throughout the last several years since Infinite Warfare and whatnot, and did a music video with Temanite's Beast Mode to it. Let's say I was to turn around and do the same thing because, yeah, it's a pretty cool song. I actually do like it. Would it be fair in that case for, and this is where the problem I have sometimes with it is, would it be fair for me to get a copyright claim but not Ace just because he's a bigger YouTuber? In other words, I'm asking, does that sound fairly consistent for one person to be punished but not the other person?
I'd say that's not fair, because what if you're trying to make a similar video too? Not even make it big off that one video, but just make your way to that point. Have it copyrighted. I think that's not fair. Fun too.
Okay, then.
I feel like as long as you credit, the person that made that song, give them, put their link in the description, or put their name at the end of the song or whatever, or the song. So then I feel like it should be, fair. It should be fine. But of course, if you don't,
I mean,
by all means, copyright it.
But see, here's the thing that I don't understand, and I kind of did this by accident, but some of my more recent music videos over the last year, I have neglected to put the author and the song in them. But, here's the thing. Those get copyright claimed. Fine. I don't give a shit. I don't make money as is, so it's not like they'd be getting money anyway from me. Let's be honest. If I don't make money as is, there's no point in copyright claiming, although I am supportive of the principle. But then I turn around in some of my other music videos where in the past I would very clearly, in each song as it played, I would put the YouTuber or the band and the song, and like one of those old MTV style music videos, I would say exactly who it is. And even those have copyright claims.
Okay. So, because I tried to upload a similar video on one of my World War videos, and I completely didn't I didn't give them any credit. But if, to be honest, I mean, if it gets copyrighted and you put the stuff in there, then I just play it safe next time you upload it and just put it in the description, still have it in your video. But no, like I said before, I mean, it's as long as you put all that in your video. Fair.
Well, the reason I'm asking all this is because at the end of the day, I don't make money anyway, but I wouldn't want to make money off of, making that kind of content, the stuff that I do now with my music videos. I wouldn't want to make money directly from stealing potential ad revenue from the YouTubers. If, say, like my friend Selva, I had a Patreon and people wanted to support me through that, and I made money, that's one thing. Because I'm not stealing any potential ad revenue from the other YouTubers or whoever created the songs I'm using. But, then again, with the way the copyright system works these days, I could be, let's say, live streaming right now, and you started, without realizing it, your friend came into your room, started blasting some random song, and suddenly my live stream got copyright claimed because of it. You see what I'm saying? That's why I kind of think the whole copyright system is kind of bunk. And then there's other YouTubers that are, more specifically, which is what I'll be talking about in my actual video when I make it, but there are YouTubers that constantly will go around and say, oh, you used my content in your video, how dare you? Because, like, there was this, I don't know if you've been following, but recently there was a guy, after Elden Ring came out, there was a guy named Quantum TV. Have you been following that situation?
No, I actually have not heard of that situation.
Okay, so the short version of it is that Quantum TV basically said, lol, Elden Ring sucks. It needs an easy mode added. Because he was terrible at it. But then again, Elden Ring is a From Software game. Dark Souls, Bloodborne, Sekiro. I think Sekiro, I'm not sure.
Yeah, those games are hard.
But that's the point. They're hard games. Now, let me ask you this. Do you think it's fair for him to go around and, because someone took his review video of Elden Ring, to turn around and say, this person used my video, even though they're fairly criticizing his points about Elden Ring, and they're talking more in their own video than how much he's talked in total in his video, even though they're playing the whole view, or the whole video, is it fair for them to get a copyright claim from Quantum TV?
No, that's not fair.
Or here's a better example, using my own channel again. So remember, like, a couple months ago when I did that video about Matt Powell and how he was a
Yeah.
fucking moron? I used 2 videos of his in my video about him. I responded to the entire video and used pretty much all 5 minutes or so of his initial video I reviewed, and then let the whole clip of that second video I used towards the end for my last couple points. I used both of those videos all the way through. But in my video, I talked obviously way more than Matt Powell even came close to. The problem is with Quantum TV that the person who reacted to him did the same thing I did to Matt Powell. They talked way more in their video than Quantum TV did, and Quantum dared to say that because the video supposedly was taken down or something at one point, that this person is getting a copyright claim, and it's because this person stole Quantum's video. Even though they were fairly criticizing it, and again, talked way more than Quantum did. Quantum fucking copyright claimed this person. So my question is, like, does any of that make sense? Is the copyright system fair to you at the end of the day? When people can do shit like that?
Fair.
Or
it's not fair because it's like...
Or that example
multiple...
with the live stream that I mentioned a moment ago where your friend comes in. My stream, in that case, could be blasted. And I know that can happen because that happened to the YouTuber for GTA, The Professional. You remember him? That happened...
No, I don't.
He's a big money grinder in the GTA community, but I don't know what the hell he's doing these days. But one time years ago, he was sitting there live streaming some GTA, and apparently his friend started playing something from his phone, I guess, and it came through the Professional's mic for like 2 seconds, and you could hear the song playing in the stream. Literally, like, not even 10 seconds of the song, and the Professional got a fucking copyright claim on what was probably at least a 2 to 3 hour stream because of that.
Mm.
So, do you think the copyright system at the end of the day is fine? Because I think it's busted.
Yeah, it can definitely be busted and very, I'd say, biased or definitely one-sided at times, depending on who it is. There's a lot of things that can be viewed as copyrighted. Of course, like you said, you know, somebody coming in and playing in the background from like me or something. But like you said, like when it comes to like review channels and all that, like your case, like if your video was to be copyrighted by that one guy you're talking about,
Yeah.
stuff he said, that just wouldn't be fair because there's also other people who would be talking about the same situation, but because he wants to single you out, he gets to copyright you, and that's not fair because, of course, YouTube's going to side with him because first of all, he's more known and more popular in that case. I feel like they should be able to... How should I say?
At the end of the day, you agree overall that it's just stupid and easily exploitable.
Oh yeah, I'm more on the yes side, like I agree.
Like, copyright's
Totally biased.
necessary, but it's so easily exploitable with the way the system works on YouTube these days. That's basically what you're saying too?
Favoritism when it comes, depending on who it is and what video they're trying to, you know, copyright. Or just not even copyright, just get it taken down in general because they personally don't like that video. They're just using copyright as an excuse at times too to get it taken down.
Yeah,
It's pretty lame because it's like, I mean, that's just my opinion. Why can you use that against me? Because I'm expressing my opinion, or
right?
You know, of course.
Like, that's like a debate channel taking your video down from your side of a debate and only uploading their side of the debate. Like, let's say there was two channels that debated some random topic. What you're basically saying, from if I understand it correctly, is one channel takes down or tries to false DMCA or whatever it's called. They try to basically copyright claim the other YouTuber's part behind their back just because they don't agree with their viewpoint on something. But then they go and upload both parts on their channel, even though one part was supposed to be on that other YouTuber's channel.
I mean, I personally would never copyright strike someone or like try to get them copyright striked. If you have an opinion or if you just want to share, you know, the same type of video or have me in it in a certain way, I don't mind. Like, by all means, go ahead and use me. Like, I don't care. You happy? That you think this? Go ahead.
I think the problem at the end of the day is people sometimes don't know what copyright claiming actually is. I mean, not even I understand entirely how the system works. But I mean, come on. Is it that hard to just say this person responded to me, whoop-de-doo? That's their opinion at the end of the day. As long as they did like an actual reaction, like my Matt Powell video where I actually talked about the points or something and then just go, huh, that's fucking stupid, and then went on their merry way. Because some people actually do that. You know, some reaction channels do that. But, you know, some reaction channels actually do reactions. It's a big problem.
Yeah, and I'm like, to me, like, review channels can really, those are like my biggest, those are probably the videos I would see copyright strike channels, and, you know, channels like that. Just going back and looking at, like, not even videos, like shows, songs, movies. There's only so many songs and movies you could.
Right, and then some of them are so old that it's like, come on, like using the Avenged Sevenfold example earlier. Like I said, the world, even if we're not fans of that style of music, the world pretty much knows who Avenged Sevenfold is. So why would some nameless nobody like me get copyright claimed, but not Big Boy? Right? I'm gonna guess your mic fucking died.
Nah, I don't know, man. So weird to explain, because there's so many points and like there's so many
problems going both ways at the end of the day.
There's so many positives and negatives. Like you can't like, it just depends on who you're dealing with at that point, honestly.
Definitely.
Hard.
Definitely. Well, I think that's enough about that. I got what I needed. I just needed your opinion on that real quick.
Alright, so I'm back. Like I said earlier in the video, that was a recording from a few days ago per me editing this video, so I hope you enjoyed that little bit right there. Buddy, I'll call you Junior because I'm pretty sure I already mentioned it. Again, I'm editing, so I'm like trying to get this video out. But Junior, again, thank you for your time on that. I really appreciate it. I know I'm giving you shit about your house in Minecraft, but whatever. It's all in good fun. But regardless, yeah, there we go. We have some more context on the copyright stuff. We have more context on this situation with Quantum. So, what now? What's been going on the last few days? Well, apparently, since recording that footage, Quantum had gone from initially 80,000 or so to gained another like 20,000 subs, so now he's at 100,000. And again, congratulations on that, dude. Phenomenal job. I'm glad people are standing up for you and helping you out in what probably must be a somewhat difficult and possibly scary time for you, I can only imagine. Hope you're doing alright, and hey, you got people big and small supporting you, so just don't be afraid to ask for help from the bigger people that can. I'm giving you my support here with this video, but either way, good luck and be careful. So what else? What else has come up in the last few days? Oh, especially in the last few days, Quantum TV has apparently now gone after, I kid you not, has basically gone after the Act Man's mother. Not like, how do I put this? Well, in short, he has been going after Act-Man's mother by way of basically bringing her into the situation by calling her and texting her about Act-Man's videos on Quantum due to his Elden Ring hot takes. Which I've got to say firstly, dude, what the fuck are you doing? If you have business with the Act-Man, take it to the Act-Man, okay? Keep it between you two. Aren't you supposed to be an adult? How old are you, Quantum? Me, I'm 23. I don't act it. Why? Because when I play my games, I'm trying to be a comedian. But when it comes to serious stuff like this, I am not gonna fuck around if you were to ever... Let's just say you were to watch this video, Quantum, and you were to come after my mother. You were to come and text her on the phone or on Facebook or something. I, to say the least, would be absolutely livid if you were to try and contact my mother. Whatever the context of the situation of what you would say to her, I kid you not, I would probably want to beat your ass if you were to contact my mother. Would I do it? No, I'm not going to go out of my way to just hunt you down and beat the shit out of you just because I'm pissed at you over something like that. But I can guarantee if you were to make some sort of stupid threat and imply something, even if you didn't feel you would actually hold to it at the end of the day, if you were to imply something and my mother was to actually be worried because of that shit, bet your ass, dude, that we, just like Act Man, would be basically telling you, hey, do anything funny, and you might end up getting hurt. Because, I mean, so where I'm getting this from, where I'm getting this newer information from, is another big YouTuber, Review Tech USA. He's pretty much admitted at this point that he's kind of just milking the Quantum TV situation just because it's fucking hilarious, which, let's be honest, Quantum, you're giving people content. If you're wanting to stop supporting people getting content out of you, maybe shut up for 2 seconds and think about what you're doing. Come on. I mean, hell, I should not be making a video on you because of how ridiculous this is getting. I mean, granted, I'm wanting to do that, but, you know, that kind of proves my point. Someone like me, who does not do videos like this really ever until maybe recently, because I did that video on Matt Powell, which I'll talk about that in a second too to relate it to this. But someone like me should not be making videos talking about this kind of shit. I should be doing videos on LOL, the game devs in X game I like did this. For example, I should be making a video about, oh, Call of Duty Vanguard added the fucking trophy system to Vanguard. Not videos talking about some supposed adult baby man like you going and basically implying that he's threatening another adult's YouTuber's mother over a fucking video where he's like, wah, this guy made fun of my opinion on a video game that I didn't enjoy. I got fucking duped by the game devs and this game sucks and everyone out here talking about me is bullying me. No, Quantum. You did this to yourself. So not only are you supposedly threatening the Actman's mother, but you're also straight up still ban evading, firstly, for horrible things you've said in the past, including but not limited to things against the LGBT community, which, for context to those who don't know about it, apparently some number of years ago, I didn't know about this until ReviewTech's mentioning of it recently in the last few videos, but there was a shooting at a gay nightclub, and apparently Quantum said something along the lines of basically, good, those gays deserved it, which, dude, even if you don't like the gay community, the taking of innocent lives is not something to fuck with, okay? I have my personal, I'll say for the sake of argument, I have my own controversial opinions on the LGBT community, but I'm not gonna sit there and go, lol, look at them fucking faggots, they died in an anti-gay shooting or something. That's still a terrible thing! It's still a terrible thing. Doesn't matter what. Loss of life is loss of life. Okay? So, apparently, he's been ban evading despite saying shit like that, like, lol, fuck the gays. He's also been copyright claiming other videos and then turning around and doing the same shit, using other people's content in a much more frivolous way, or lazy way, or whatever. He apparently basically went and attacked, what was it, a YouTuber named, I think, HDTV or some shit, and said, lol, this guy exposed, this guy trash, and did a bunch of videos trying to take him down. So make what you will of that. And then is saying now that, lol, we can't have people doing the same exact thing on me for my hot take or poor information or whatever. No, Quantum. You know what the truth is? We can. Because you are a public figure. If someone was to one day see a video of mine, let's say someone that was a Christian was to come after my recent video a couple months ago where I talked to Matt Powell, and they said, well, you're just blankety blank and blank blank blank, and they criticized my opinions about the Christian community. Well, I'm a YouTuber now. No matter how big or small I ever will be in the future, I have to face whatever comes to me and either let the opinions that are done about me and their negative opinions, I have to either let them go, or I have to defend myself. I can choose to defend myself in hopefully a fair way, which is, you know, refuting any potential negatives said about me. For example, if someone was to make up shit about me and say, oh, because of this, Kin is, you know, this, or this person said this, and even though they said it in this context, even though Kin said it like this, Kin is actually blankety blank, and they were to say something stupid, it's up to me to either ignore it or defend myself, because I, at the end of the day, am a public figure. No matter how big or small I am, I'm still a public figure for putting myself on the internet. You, Quantum, have what? Between 60 and 70,000 subs? You are a much more well-known public figure than me, than Mischief before you called him out. You are a big YouTuber. So people, when they see your shit, are going to call you out. You are not allowed to sit here and cry about it. Okay? But I've kind of been repeating myself, then again, everyone's been repeating themselves with this situation. It's just a whole mess of stupid in the first place, let's be honest. Review Tech, I'm gonna thank you again for the information I've been getting. Oh yeah, that reminds me, one last thing before I go ahead and end this. Quantum TV, most recently, apparently even straight up, doesn't want himself getting phone called and recorded through phone calls, but apparently will turn around and record other people through security cameras and phone call them. Where am I getting this from? Review Tech. According to Review Tech's information, Quantum TV has now recently, dead ass, deadass called Actman's mother. Not just texted her and said some stupid shit to her, being like, "Wah, your son talked about me in a mean way that I didn't like in a YouTube video. Can you please talk to your son and tell him to stop being such a meanie head?" No, straight up, Quantum called and recorded the phone call, apparently. I don't know if this is true. I'm not gonna bother because I don't want to give Quantum that kind of attention. Me even making a video just mentioning his name is enough attention from me, to be honest. But he straight up recorded a phone call and apparently has surveillance footage of Actman's mother. If that is true, again, if that is true, and Quantum has recorded that shit, dude, isn't that basically the same as doxing someone at this point? Because you're recording her and putting, who knows what information on the internet publicly for people to know, so now Actman's mother is potentially in danger from someone somewhere. What the fuck are you doing, Quantum? You need to stop while you're ahead. Okay? You need to stop while you're ahead, or this is going to come back and bite you so much further in the ass than it already has. I will be surprised if you recover from this at all. But really, I hope you don't. Because all of this already is just the most hilarious thing on earth. Okay? It really is just absolutely hilarious. And I hope it doesn't go well for you. I hope if you bring anyone to court, if you try to sue anyone or whatever, that you fail. I hope that whoever you go after in the future knows about your shit and knows how to deal with you way better. And lastly, before I actually do an outro of whatever kind for this video, whatever I decide to do, I just want to say this, Quantum. I fucking dare you, if you watch this video, I fucking dare you to try and claim my video, because I have not featured any footage from any of your stuff in my video here about you. So if you copyright claim me and try to say something about me, if you try to defame me, well, I'm gonna be honest, I'm not worried about it. But then again, that's just it. If you try to sit here and tell me, hey, you can't do that, you can't mention my name, or whatever it is you'll say to try and get me to quit and delete this video, I'm gonna leave it up. I'm gonna leave it up, and for anyone that does want to talk about the situation in the future, Review Tech, if you watch the video and you watch Quantum and Quantum does a reply, Actman, Mischief, anyone who watches this video that isn't Quantum and wants to talk about the situation, if QTV Boy talks about my video, you guys have full permission to use this video in any context you mean, as long as you're not misrepresenting my point. Because my point is, Quantum TV is being a dick and taking advantage of the copyright claim system. He is trying to take other YouTubers down simply for not liking his opinion. And at the end of the day, Quantum TV is a damn bully that needs to be, quite frankly, removed from YouTube. And if you're watching this, Quantum, and you don't like that I just said that about you, well, again, you're an adult. Suck it up. Defend yourself without being such a baby about it. Act your age. And I'm out of here, because this shit is stupid. Again, Review Tech, Actman, Mischief, you guys have permission to use my video if somehow I get brought up as well in all this. I just wanted to put my 2 cents out there, so, yeah. Mischief, one last time, congrats on the major sub increase over the last few weeks. Nice to see you getting the recognition you deserve and people defending you. Quantum, a final fuck you. Review Tech, thank you for the information on the video about, like, all the shit Quantum's been doing, Axeman, good luck to you with protecting your mother. That's something I do not blame you for. Keep her safe, dude. Keep your mother safe. Because you don't fuck with the man. You don't fuck with a guy's mom, okay? That's just something you don't do. You don't fuck with people's family on the internet like that. Take care, everyone. Thank you for watching this video, and I'm out.